after listening to the whole thing, I think it's very clear that Baldoni just wants to do anything in his power to please Blake Lively. Hi, and welcome to Close and Talk. I'm Kjersti Flaa, and here on my channel I talk about my good and bad experiences with Hollywood and with celebrities and working as an entertainment reporter. There's so much going on right now. I don't know where to start. There's so much information coming out. There's so many conspiracy theories. There's so much misinformation, but there's also a lot of facts coming out. And today there was another big leak coming from the Justin Baldoni team. As you know, Blake Lively's team has tried to put a gag order on Justin Baldoni's lawyer because he keeps leaking text messages and voice memos. And the video that was leaked last week where we saw Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively in an intimate scene where she accused him of basically harassing her in that scene. And when people watched it, most people couldn't see anything specific that was out of line in that video. And today, as I said, there is a new audio that's been leaked. The voice memo is 6 minutes long, and it's a voice memo from Justin Baldoni to Blake Lively, that he sent basically after they had this discussion about that rooftop scene that I talked about before. You know, there was a discussion there that Blake Lively wanted to rewrite the scene, and she did, but then apparently Ryan Reynolds wrote it, and, you know, Justin Baldoni was kind of completely sidelined in that whole process. And this voice memo that was released or leaked today, we could hear Justin Baldoni's response after Blake Lively had sent him her thoughts on why basically he should listen to her. As you know, she sent him a message where she basically said that I have my dragons, pointing out Taylor Swift and Ryan Reynolds as her dragons and monsters that fight for her. And in that message, she also said that she's worked so much on movies with scripts and other things behind the scenes, and she never get credit for anything. And but at the same time, she's kind of threatening Baldoni a little bit, but saying that, you know, I have powerful people behind me, so you better listen to me. And in response to that, Baldoni sent this voice message.
Hey, Blake. It is 2 in the morning. Hopefully this does not wake you up. Wow, there's so much I want to say to you, and I'm really sorry. I for sure fell short, and you worked really hard on that, and the way you framed it, and how that made you feel. I just want to say thank you for sharing that with me. That takes a lot of trust and vulnerability, and I feel really grateful that you feel safe enough to tell me that that's how you feel.
Okay, so I'm not going to play 6 minutes long voice message. It's very long and babbly. I have to admit, I don't like receiving long voice messages like that myself. And as he said, you know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning when he's sending this message. But after listening to the whole thing, I think it's very clear that Baldoni just wants to do anything in his power to please Blake Lively. Everything he says is just like, I am so sorry you have experienced that you haven't been seen or heard in the industry, and Hollywood is such a rough place, and, you know, I know you have these powerful people and I trust you. And it's just like him being a complete, you know, just really rolling over for her. There's nothing in that message that we can hear that says in any way that he's an harasser or he's, you know, manipulating her or anything like that.
And damn right, you got great friends if that's how you felt and they knew that. And we should all have friends like that, aside from the fact that they're 2 of the most creative people on the planet. The 3 of you guys together is unbelievable.
In the lawsuit, Baldoni actually says that he felt obliged to reply to Blake Lively and say that he really liked the way she rewrote the scene. He didn't, I don't know if he necessarily actually liked it, but he said, or he claimed that he felt the pressure to say yes, because she said, you know, I have my dragons here, and, you know I'm surrounded by the most creative people on the planet, basically, so you better listen to me. Another thing that he points out in the message is how important it is with their collaboration with No More, which is an awareness campaign against domestic violence, and how important the message is, the message of the movie is to him, and how he also wants to work with how Blake Lively sees the movie in a more commercial way. So it's all very revealing of everything that he said so far. He's backing a lot of that up in this voice message. So Ryan Reynolds was actually out in public again now. I think it's one of the first times people have seen him that he's actually appeared in public. So he was at Hugh Jackman's one-man show. He just showed up as a surprise.
I wanted to actually just say, I love this man. I care about this man. He is genuinely the best human being I know. And I have 4 children.
Of course, it's a joke, but if I was Blake Lively, I would be like, aren't I supposed to be the best human you know? Anyways, he also said that
I have been lucky enough to he's my gotcha for life.
To me, that sounds like he's telling Hugh Jackman, you know, you're my gotcha. I always got your back. You better have my back too. I can't imagine the pressure Ryan Reynolds is under now, by the way. I would not leave my house if I was him. Not only because of all the people going against him and Blake, but everyone around them too. Now they're turning into kryptonite and no one wants to be associated with them right now. Also, I had a reporter who sent me this video. This is an interview that he did with Blake Lively for the movie Simple Favor when that came out, and I thought it didn't age so well.
This film is a bit darker in nature. How was it getting in touch with your darker side?
It was just more like all the facades that I put up, I just had let go, so you guys got to see the real me. I'm just a dark, horrible person, and I just got to let my flag fly. So there you go. This is the real me.
And you were an absolute girl boss in this movie as well. Do you think we need more of that in Hollywood?
A girl? If I knew
a girl boss.
A girl boss. He said a girl boss. I'm like, if I knew what that meant, I could tell you. A girl boss. Yeah, we need more female. I think we have a lot of female bosses, and women's voices are being heard now in a big way. You know, more than a few years ago, which is great.
Yeah, thanks for letting me show that. I find some of these interviews that just pop up again, they're very interesting. Like the one that happened this summer at the press junket for It Ends With Us. Another video that had come back to light when, again, Ryan Reynolds brought his best friend Hugh Jackman to basically crash the press junket for It Ends With Us when Brandon Sklenar was doing interviews. He popped in and basically acted like the jealous husband.
Oh, God.
It's cool. It's not every day the husband gets to interview his wife's love interest in a film. It's kind of crazy.
I don't remember seeing this on the schedule.
Let's dive in, shall we? So I saw you posing in a photo with Mrs. Reynolds, and I'm sorry, what do you call her? Do you guys have a nickname or something? Oh, okay, no.
Mm-hmm. And Hugh Jackman acted like the jealous best friend of the husband.
It's not every day a guy gets to interview the love interest of his best friend's wife, and the guy trying to replace Ryan as a husband and me as his best mate.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious that Ryan Reynolds had some influence on making the movie. Another thing I just saw is that The White Lotus Season 3 is premiering in February. I think it's on February 16th on HBO with Parker Posey. I am curious if she's going to do any interviews. As you know, she was sitting next to Blake during my viral video, and she has been very, very quiet since then. So I'm wondering if she's going to go out and promote the TV show. I mean, I really loved the two first seasons of White Lotus, so I'm excited to watch it. I'm not going to boycott it because of Parker Posey, but I'll be happy to interview her here on Flaa and Talk if she wants to. So Parker, if you hear this, you know, I'm completely open to that. If you want to talk about what happened, yeah. Then someone sent me these 2 photos, which I thought was really funny. It was from a sales rack over at Ralph's, the grocery store here. And It Ends With Us, 25% off. A book about Taylor Swift, 25% off. I don't know if that says anything, but I just wanted to end it with that. And then also say thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate all your enthusiasm about this and yeah, send me an email or a DM or leave a comment, and I'll look into whatever you want me to talk about here on my channel. And yeah, stay happy and positive and be nice and polite to each other. And I'll see you in my next episode. Bye.